What's up guys, welcome back to another Destiny 2 weapon review video. In today's vid, I wanted to go over a Last Wish raid weapon that I recently got a god roll on. It is the Nation of Beasts. Now, how to obtain this weapon? This is a Last Wish raid weapon, so it can drop from any of the encounters, secret chest, or by the challenge bounties as well. There's also a chance at the curated roll to drop as well. Going over the perks I have on mine, it comes with adaptive frame, well-rounded grip, reliable and sturdy. Next I have extended barrel, hammer forged rifling, and polygonal rifling. I went with hammer forged rifling, keeps the range and handling up there. If I went with extended barrel, it would control the recoil, but it'd bring that handling speed down. So you could also go with polygonal rifling for that increased stability, but again, hand cannons, you definitely want it to be accurate at a range. Next you have accurized rounds and drop mag. I went with the accurized rounds for that increased range. Drop mag isn't a bad option either, but I'd rather have that range, as I mentioned. Next we have Ambitious Assassin. Overflows the magazine based on the number of rapid kills before reloading. Then we have Kill Clip. Reloading after a kill grants increased damage, which is pretty cool. Next we have Target Adjuster mod, which is pretty solid, especially on this hand cannon for PvP. Then we also have a Stability Masterwork. Going over the archetype adaptive frame, this falls under the 140 RPM archetype, the same as the Better Devils and 10 Paces hand cannon, so it has a solid time to kill and pretty even stats overall. Mod wise, I would probably go with a minor spec mod for PvE to take out those lower tier ads easily, and a target adjuster mod to help with better target acquisition, especially at a longer range for PvP. Maybe even a Dragonfly spec for the curator role, because the curator role is basically like the fate bringer from Destiny 1, and having that extra damage and basically the AoE effect for that hand cannon is gonna do wonders for you when it comes to ad control. Going over a good masterwork, I would highly recommend either a ranged or stability masterwork for both PvE and PvP. Going over PvE, I don't currently have a PvE god roll, so to speak, but if you enjoy using things like the Midnight Coup, the Kindled Orchid, you'll definitely like using this thing. Now, what's cool that is instead of using the Midnight Coup and the Escalation Protocol Shotty, you can basically do the same thing with pairing up Nation of the Beast and the threat level shotgun. Now, I can be confident when I say that this weapon performs well in all PvE activities, whether it's casual or endgames. With the perks that are available, this is a very PvE-oriented weapon, plus the Curator role actually comes with Dragonfly and Outlaw. So again, like I mentioned, it's basically like Fatebringer from Destiny 1. If you don't know that weapon, that is a Vault of Glass OG weapon. Came with Outlaw and Dragonfly. It was probably the best ad-clearing weapon in the game by far. But a PvE god roll would have a barrel that improves recoil direction, range stability. Have a good mix in between there. Tactical mag or extended mag, but only when paired with Outlaw in the mag slot. Outlaw in trait column number 1, and then Rampage in trait column number 2. Going over PvP in the Crucible, it's pretty fun. I personally like the sight, and the recoil feels very easy to use. In my opinion, the best 140 RPM hand cannon is the Ace of Spades because of its stats, but if you had to choose a legendary option, the Kindled Orchid and the Nation of Beasts, Better Devils, like those weapons are pretty solid as well, and they fall in the same archetype. Plus, it allows you to use something like By the Fox or a different type of kinetic weapon in that slot. Now, my role is pretty solid for PvP, maybe not 100% a god roll, but Ambitious Assassin helps so that I don't have to put on something like a backup mag in the mod slot. Like, all I have to do is get a kill, get Ambitious Assassin prog, get like 3 or 4 extra bullets, plus I get Kill Clip, which is pretty great. Since it is a hand cannon, again, make sure to pace your shots on targets consistently. Like, I definitely want to go over how Bungie needs to fix hand cannons on console, because the only usable ones are 180 round per minute. Like, when you look at the statistics, Luna's Hell, Not Forgotten, have the most kills, obviously, but when you go over other things, the only other weapon that actually has the most kills is Ace of Spades, but other than that, the only usable hand cannons are 180 round per minute hand cannons. They don't have the problem with bloom and this like screen shake from the recoil. Like, they don't have to deal with that stuff. To be honest, I'd rather have it to where it's almost like Destiny 1 hand cannon. Now, I understand Destiny 1 hand cannons were very, very dominant, but I like to use hand cannons in the Crucible, and if the only one I can use is the freaking Ace of Spades or Luna's Howl and stuff, I don't want to really play that way because it gets very old, and I have some god roll weapons I want to use, and they can't perform well because they have good stats. So let me know in the comment section if you want me to like go over how Bungie can fix the hand cannon, I guess like the hand cannon problem on console. But a PvP god roll of the Nation of Beasts would have a sight, actually it's more like a barrel, I guess, that gives it a good balance of range and stability. Accurized rounds are tactical mag in the magazine slot, Outlaw, opening shot, Ambitious Assassin, or Zen Moment in trait column number 1, and explosive rounds or Kill Clip in trait column number 2. Now going over Gambit, and Gambit is pretty solid. It works very good to shred through those annoying lower tier enemies, but again, like when it comes to blockers, might be a little tougher, and it's not going to do anything in the primeval department at all. So definitely keep some good special and heavy weapons there. But for the PvP side of Gambit, like, again, it wouldn't be super effective considering most of your ranges are at a distance where pulse rifles, snipers, linear fusions, machine guns shine. But if you get close enough, I mean, go ahead and try to use it, you know, like, there's no purpose in not trying to do it. You might get outgunned, just a heads up, but in general, it'd be good, but only try to use it on that PvE side. Going over some relevant exotics and perks. Again, the only exotic I can really think of is the Lucky Pants for the Hunter for that mini quick draw on this weapon, but other than that, any hand cannon perks you can have will help out your gameplay a lot. Going over my final thoughts, overall, this hand cannon is great, and if you get the curator role, you're automatically a PvE god with the dragonfly explosions from this thing. Like, even if you do get like just a PvE god roll and it comes with something like Rampage and Outlaw, again, you're doing really, really well for yourself. And in hopes that if you get a PvP roll, it's I would say it's probably one of the most usable legendary hand cannons in the Crucible when it comes to something that's not 180 RPM. But again, if you guys want to hear me rant on how we can fix hand cannons on console when it comes to the Crucible, definitely just let me know in the comment section below. We're now at the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, but there are 3 things I want to go over. First up, my clan, the D1 Fire Team, is looking for active players in the Destiny community. Our members play all sorts of activities from casual PvE and PvP to the endgame content. If you're actively playing Destiny 2 and want the benefits of a bigger clan, the link to join is below. It'll say clan link. All you have to do is request to join, and myself or one of the admins will approve you. If you're with a smaller clan and want the benefits of a bigger clan, and you have, like, let's say like 7 to 10 members, I'm just using that as an example, but if you want to come over, just send me a message on any of my social media links and we'll try to get something set up. Number 2, if you want to know how to support me, there's a link below that says best way to support me. That'll take you to a 4-minute video. If you want to go check that out, that would be awesome. But if you don't want to do that, you can always like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this video, and all that good jazz if you want to do any of those things. Lastly, we have a link to the community Discord below. Just a heads up, we're looking for anyone with moderator experience to potentially run the Discord. I know for myself, I'm more of a player instead of a manager, so if you have some moderator experience, just send me a message and we'll try to get something set up. I know for myself, I'm on Xbox, but if you guys would like to talk or chat with me, Discord is going to be the best way to do those things. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. We'll catch you next time.